Brad Rapidburger looked anxiously at his wristwatch for the fourth time in the same minute, deflated to discover that time had hardly moved on since his last check. He was always this way before a party. The discomfort caused by showing his face in front of people aroused a nausea wide enough to swallow a whale, though it wasn't a social anxiety, so to speak. It was his contempt which made him sick. That noisome pressure to appear greater than one is, so as to attract attention like courting capercaillie in spring heathers, birds which irked his conscience and aroused suspicion toward himself and others. It was a suspicion that grew daily into a dense jungle of cheap thoughts, a rapidly spreading undergrowth of detrimental ruminations, existing solely to bring Brad Rapidburger down. These wearisome misgivings. It was already just before 7, and he could no longer delay his appearance at the party. After all, it was his own party. 50 years young, a strange expression. Brad had no use for such expressions. He would settle for cake instead. Only the prospect of cake made the party tolerable to him, even if that detail might eventually split the party, fracture it along as yet invisible lines, erupting into an irreconcilable tribal conflict. Probably. Finally, the birthday boy's here, chimed his sister Sarah upon opening the door to a disconsolate Brad, before announcing at the top of her voice to the other partygoers, "Secretary Rapidburger has arrived at his own party," in response to which there was a strained "hurrah" from the parlour. They air-kissed before Brad pushed past her into the impressive lobby of his mother's house, carefully folding down his rain-soaked umbrella before placing it in the overflowing receptacle in the corner, which had leaked water all over the parquet. "Is there cake?" Brad curled his lip upwards, to which Sarah responded coyly, "I'm fine, Brad. Thanks for asking. The wounds have nearly all healed up now, but I'm still out of a job. To tell you the truth, it's Mum I worry about. She's been quite out of sorts lately. Hasn't said a word to me or your brother for about 3 weeks now. It's weird. How have you been?" "Is there cake?" "Fuck you, Brad."